What it do? What it do? It's your boy J Luck.
And I'm Megan, also known as That's So Megan.
And y'all, we finna kick it off with Talk to Luckey. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for doing it. I have to ask you. How you doing? You doing all right today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing lovely. I am doing great. I have a baby on the way.
That's crazy.
I'm finna have a girl, y'all.
Oh, you're gonna be a girl dad.
And I wanted a girl.
Really?
It's crazy. I wanted a girl. People were like, did you pray about it? I'm like, I prayed for a healthy baby, but I didn't pray for it. Or I feel like would that be too much?
I mean, you can be specific in your prayers, but I just feel like it's good that you're thankful with whatever God blesses you with.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with having the desire of, hey, I want a boy, I want a girl, but
yeah.
Is
there such thing as like asking God for too much?
I don't think so, but I don't think you should be asking for more than what you know you can steward over.
Yeah.
Like if you can't be good with $10, then I'm like, Lord, bless me with $1 million. Like that's.
And you're not good with.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Why would He bless you with more when you ain't a good steward over what you have right now?
Like in 2022, I was just working and my life was boring. I'm not trying to cuss and use God in the same thing as that. I got a problem with that, but I asked God to make me so busy in life that I get irritated.
Oh wow,
that's crazy, right? He blessed me with that. My life is so hectic and crazy right now. Like I'm in school, working, got a baby on the way.
It sounds like you got what you prayed for. You got what you prayed for.
And I don't regret it, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't give me nothing I can't handle, but
exactly.
When I look back and think like, bro, I prayed about that. Like prayed so much, like ask for so much that I get irritated.
It reminds me of this quote. It's like, I can't complain about having a lot on my plate when my goal was to eat.
Bro, I got that on my phone.
Really?
Yeah. Steve Harvey, it was a video of Steve Harvey saying that. It's in my favorites.
That's Instagram Lations 2 and 14. Wow.
Yeah.
He said it best.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Harvey, Uncle Harvey said it best.
And that wasn't even one of the topics about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very improv. I can just.
That's a great thing.
Yeah. But I do have a question for you, though. Because I looked at your page. I looked at your, I watched some of your videos or whatever. How did you become. Now, that thing sound crazy when I ask, but how did you become so, religious and outspoken? Like, what made you get into that?
Oh Lord, that's
you don't have to go deep in. Yeah.
Well, basically, I would sound spiritual, but not just religious.
Okay, my bad.
No, you're fine. Like I feel like when people hear religious, it's like this bad connotation with it of like you're like a Pharisee or holier than thou. I'm nowhere near that. Okay. Nowhere near. I'm struggling with certain things on my walk with Christ. I never wanted to present it as I'm on this perfect walk. It's far from that. My whole page is to show people that I'm trying, but not perfect.
Yeah.
But I got into that because I used to be your typical college girl, wild party girl. Like literally, it got to a point if people was posting the flyer and I didn't repost it, folks would come up to me at college on campus and stuff. Why you ain't posting? You ain't coming tonight?
Man,
I was like,
okay, you was turned for real.
Yeah, I was real turned. Okay. Can't tell now, but back in the day, I'm saying that like it was 10 years ago.
It was like, 3 years ago? Yeah, I feel y'all.
Literally 3 years ago. But I got into so many things from living that way.
Yeah.
And it led me to a dark, horrible place that only God can bring.
It get like that.
Yeah.
It definitely get like that. You know, I was going through something in my 2021, 2022, going crazy, just doing stuff. I'm talking about drinking a lot more than I do now. Sex with, I ain't gonna just say anybody, but sex with multiple people. Like I was just doing the most, you know. Then it was one incident that happened. It just made me shake back, like, oh, I need to get right. Let me get back into school.
That wake up call.
Man, what? But the thing is, like, around that time, I started going to church a lot. It was like more of a fact, like, because I needed him. I feel like I'm always needing him, but like, is it bad that I don't go to church as much as I did? Because now it's like I'm good now, but it ain't like that though. It's more like a fact, like I just don't.
I get what you mean.
Is that bad?
I wouldn't say it's bad.
I be feeling guilty sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. I be feeling guilty sometimes. Like, dang, like I was doing bad. I was going to church. Now I'm doing, okay. And I don't even go to church. Last time I went to church probably like 2 months ago. 2 or 3 months ago.
I wouldn't say to feel guilty. I think it's okay to feel conviction. And that's something people really need to know. Like, shame is not what comes from God.
Okay.
Conviction is. And guilt, I feel like it's kind of in the middle. But as for going to church, I don't think you have to only be spiritually connected to God within those 4 walls of a church, Like, it should be every day outside of that. But I do feel like going to church is helpful.
Yeah.
Let's say you're out hunting, right? And
I'm getting excited. I can't stop moving.
Let's say you're a wolf, right? And you out hunting. And you hunting animals that's bigger than you. Now, you know that you can kill those animals on your own. But ain't it so much better to have that pack around you, that security around you, that help around you?
Yeah.
To attack more confidently,
that
more efficiently.
Crazy.
Yeah, like that's how I understand things. Like Jesus spoke in parables.
Yeah.
So when I'm trying to break down something, I like to give like an example. And so it's good to have that covering, those like-minded people around you, those people who can push you on your walk with Christ. That's better than, just not going at all.
Yeah.
Just having that community is important.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying, oh, you're only a Christian if you show up to church every single Sunday.
That's what a lot of people believe.
No, that's not how. You can go to church every single Sunday
and then
not have a relationship with God.
Man, wait.
Like,
that's what people do. That's what people do. Oh,
yeah.
You ain't getting closer to God. You ain't going to. Man, what irritates me is like, bro, everybody got their own relationship and their own beliefs with God.
Yeah.
Like, you go by this one thing. Not saying you. I'm just saying, like, don't try to persuade. You know what I'm saying? Just because this works for you, don't come over and persuade me. Oh, well, you got to do this and do this and do this. Bro, just because you did it don't mean I have to do it.
No.
That's the biggest thing. It irks me. I ain't gonna lie to you. It irks me sometimes.
Yeah, everybody's walk with God is going to look different. And for the other part of your question, you were saying, like, you feel like you stopped going as much once you got back on your feet.
Yeah.
I feel like with that, and there's no judgment on that. I feel like we've all done that.
Yeah.
But when God blesses you, make sure that once you get that blessing, you don't be like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm through. I got what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you're doing that.
Yeah.
But some people, when they start getting into that, they try to go that direction. Okay. But I think it shows that you're not like that because you're already feeling like convicted about not being
I think about it every now and then, like, damn, I used to go to church heavy at the end of 21 and majority of 22. But now it's just like, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just important to remember that you need him just as much when things are good as you do when things are bad.
Facts. So you telling me, like, you had to go through something to get where you at now? Like,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was raised in church. My dad's a pastor. My family owns a church. Family is just full of missionaries, deacons. Yeah, it's in Lone Oak.
Okay.
But so I was raised in it, and I was raised Pentecostal too.
For real?
Yeah, like really strict, like.
Be knowing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Had to make sure. Had to make sure.
My mom.
That's a religion, though.
Yeah, it's a denomination within the religion of Christianity.
Okay.
Because I was also Kojic too, so very strict. Like, I never heard secular music till I was 10 years old. I wasn't supposed to cut my hair. Couldn't wear like nail polish and stuff. My mom, which was actually my grandma, but I refer to her as my mom. Never saw her in pants a day in my life. Wore skirts every single day.
So when did that change for you?
Once I was in later high school, I feel like they kind of lightened up on me.
Yeah.
But that was also around the time when she passed away too.
Okay.
And I would say that's really when I started like turning away from God.
Yeah.
But was very super strict in that. And that made me kind of go against religion. Like, man, it's just so many rules. That's all it feels like. But that's not what God wants us to feel. It's my relationship with him. Yeah, spiritual. Yeah. I'm Christian though. Let's make that, spiritual can say a lot of things.
Okay.
But I focus on the spiritual aspects, not just the religious,
Okay, yeah.
You ain't gonna reach people like that. Heck, I couldn't have got reached like that. It didn't work.
Yeah. Another question I wanted to ask you. How you good with handling attention? Like, I look at your page, like, you probably get a lot going. Like, let me show you something. I really can't wait to this. I appreciate it all, but I can't wait till this die down because I can't. It's a lot. It's a lot for me. Like when I told you I seem nervous.
Yeah.
You're like, no, are you? No, it's just like
it's overwhelming.
Yes, bruh.
Oh.
In 3 hours? Like, I ain't never. Then we go to your page. Hold on. You might be going to your page.
No, you fine. It's M-A-Y.
Okay. M-A-Y.
It's spelled a little different.
Okay. There we go. Boom. How do you deal with this? Like I know you be getting likes. Like, how do you deal with this? Like, so much traffic coming through.
It definitely gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
Last week, I had a video that I initially posted only on TikTok. It went viral. Then 2 people on Instagram posted these Christian pages with like 1 million followers.
Yeah.
Went viral on both of those. And then I posted it on my own Instagram and it went viral.
Yeah.
So one video last week went viral in 4 different ways. And like, I just had to stop checking the notifications.
Man,
because it gets very overwhelming. Like,
oh
you know,
gosh.
when you get a good notification, you get dopamine hits.
Yeah.
But after so much of it, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, I need to get off my phone. I need to focus.
I need to get right.
My mental.
What? Yes, because
yeah.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, you're fine. Even when it's good attention, it can still be overwhelming. And that's not to say I'm not grateful for it or anything like that, because ultimately that attention is going back to God, because I'm a vessel for Him in the things I'm doing. But it definitely can get overwhelming, especially when it's negative attention. That's a whole nother side of that too.
I've never got that from social media. Like, negative, I've never.
Oh Lord, they can rip me apart.
You get to responding back to every message? Or,
no.
But you look at every message?
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that.
Like
this video right here.
Period.
Kept going and going and going. And
really?
I'm like, bro, like, I told my girl the other day, because we had, we popped up with our dinner review. I said, I don't think I want to be famous.
It's a lot.
Like, I need an assistant or something. I don't want to check that. It's a lot. Yeah, it's addictive. I can't stay off my phone. Like, was putting up gifts or whatever. She was like, baby, can you get off your phone? I said, okay, I'm sorry. I'm just responding back to everybody.
I love that she was able to, reground you on that too.
Facts. I'm like, it's a lot going on. But did you ever say how you handle it? I'll be forgetting stuff.
The negative or the good?
The good. Let me hear the good first.
The good attention. The way I handle it, I always just pray for God to bless my mind surrounding it, to not let it. Because some people, when you get a platform, some people let it get to their heads as well.
Yeah.
And that's another reason they dive so deep into all the attention.
Wait.
But something I always pray is, God, keep me humble the more you elevate me. Point blank.
Yes. Well, I don't pray like that, but I'm like,
the same concept.
Yeah, keep me humble, keep me motivated, keep me with the drive of how be ambitious or whatever. Yeah, really keep me humble. Let me remain Cameron Luckey. I don't want to switch up or change, because like you said, a lot of people with a platform, they get big headed. I'm glad I haven't got big headed.
Amen to that, because literally, like, I was talking to some girls the other day, and they had seen my TikTok, because my Instagram is smaller than my TikTok. Not to say it's small. I'm grateful for both platforms.
You doing your thing.
Thank you. Because Instagram is at 24K. And my TikTok is at 286K.
Yeah.
And like, I was talking to these girls about it. They were like, we could not have told you were an influencer if we hadn't seen. I was like, what's that supposed to mean? Was I supposed to walk around acting snobby, Yeah, I was like, was I supposed to act some type of way, act cocky? Like, no, the same way God gave it to me, He can take that away overnight.
That's what people don't understand. That's what people don't understand. Like, be grateful for what you have, man. Be humble about it.
Yes.
For sure. And
I also feel like you get cocky if you see these people as just numbers or digits rather than souls. The number of souls they are. Like, it's not like, oh, I got 280,000 followers. Like, no, these are 280,000 souls that God is trusting me to help lead toward Him. And I don't deserve to be that vessel for it. I say this all the time to God. I'm like, Lord, you know the things I still struggle with. You know the things that You've told me to do, and I'm still not doing some of them. And certain situations I'm in right now, I'm like, God is not pleased. And like, I feel that conviction, but I'm like, still, He's deciding to use me, because He doesn't need you to be perfect. He just needs you to be willing.
Yeah.
And He'll continue like using you no matter what. Let me not get to preaching, but yeah.
Came on here. I knew it would be a type of vibe. Do you pick up on energy oil?
That's that discernment.
That's what my homegirl, that's the word I've been looking for. Discernment. Yeah, see, my homegirl Jella literally just said this, like, when you feel like something is off, or, oh, I'm not gonna go to this party because I know something. That discernment, let me write that down. Let me write that down. That's my favorite word now.
Discernment, so important.
Okay, how you handle the bad, the negative attention?
The negative attention. Okay, I do want to say I didn't always handle it this well. When it first started, I thought, oh, I gotta reply to everybody. But then it was, oh, like y'all scare me away. I barely want to do this. But now,
easy.
Yeah, because okay, one thing I do to help, I don't go and check my stuff like comments and things when I first wake up. Especially not before praying. You don't need to be touching your phone before you prayed anyway. And thank the man upstairs who opened your eyes this morning. Point blank. Unless you're just hitting stop on that alarm, first thing you need to be doing, oh, thank you, Jesus, for waking me up. Don't be touching that iPhone. Don't do it outside of that.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I stop my alarm, then I check. I stop my alarm, then I check comments.
Well, I appreciate the honesty. At least you're honest.
Hey, that's all I can be, really.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get better with that for sure.
It takes time.
If I wake up at 3 a.m, not saying I got time to pray.
Yeah, but you probably ain't got time for a long prayer.
Well, what about night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Or both. All day.
That's gonna be I'm not knocking that at all. I'm not gonna lie to you and be like, yo, I'm gonna start. That's something to work on. That's something I can start working on. I'm big on prayer. My girl, she me and my girl be praying.
Oh, y'all pray together. That makes me so happy.
She prayed for a long time.
This is the way you said it.
No, like, bro, listen. I be praying. I get up. I look at her. Well, I don't get up, but I'll raise my head up. I look at her. I'm like, okay, she's still praying. 5 minutes go by. I be like, dang, you ain't done yet. I feel like God knows my humor, so like I said, if you have your own relationship, he
knows.
Listen, this may sound crazy. Back in high school, I don't want to say I'll tell y'all, but yeah. So did you say how you handled the negative attention?
I didn't. I ended up getting off track because I was like, don't be touching your phone. My bad.
Yeah.
But I want to say how I used to handle it. Like I said, I'll be getting feeling like I had to defend myself with everybody. Yeah. Cause I'm like, oh, y'all thinking just cause I have a platform, I can't see what you're saying. Like I'm gonna just get past it. You're confident.
They don't think you're a human either.
Yeah.
They just think it's a video.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They will literally say things about me in like a form of like third person, like I'm not there. Yeah. Not third person. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Being like she instead of you. I'm like, it's my page. What are you?
Yeah. I definitely feel you say that.
Yes.
Like me, it's like well, I don't know what's the worst comment you ever seen, like, or you ever got?
I can't say some of those words, but
okay.
Worst comments I've gotten are probably not the ones that are just, going against me, but more so the ones that are dehumanizing me in an object type of way. Okay. Like I'm talking about Jesus and you talking about being nasty toward me. Okay. That's a problem. Okay. That's a little crazy. Yeah. They've said some horrible things.
Yeah. See, I don't know if this negative, I think it was just more a debate, but my homegirl Jella was like saying who's better, Kanye or Drake or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I had my opinion. They were like, oh, you crazy to think that. Oh, you don't know music. That ain't negative, though.
Yeah, but it's an opinion.
But then again, I like responding to those messages. It's fun to me. Now, if it was something like real negative and mean, like, I don't even know example for real, but like, I don't know how to take that because I've never been in that situation. But then again, I tell myself, no, bro, I don't be caring.
Exactly.
I don't really care. Like, it is what it is,
Yes, that's what's been helping me handle it. Like, I feel like God has given me thick skin. Yeah. So when I do see something like, because regardless of how thick your skin is, let's say I get 99 positive comments and 1 negative. My brain is going to focus more on that 1 negative. No matter how much positive. I still struggle with that. But now I just don't respond. I just block, delete, or I leave it up there because I know the people who support me are going to say something.
Yeah, they're going to
I don't even have to say anything.
They're going to defend you for sure.
Yeah.
You consider yourself as a content creator, correct?
Yes.
I just feel like as a content creator, you got to have that thing in your head like, just don't care, like but I can't say that. I can't say that for you though. You feel me? Like, because everybody different. But that's my thing. But then again, you have a large following. You got yours larger than mine, so I can't. But since I've been doing this, it's like, bro, say what you want to say. Like, I don't care. Do what you want.
You boosted me in the algorithm.
There
you commenting on me. You're just gonna see me more because you interacted with my page in that way. Like, exactly. So I'm like, a win is a win. Negative or whatever. Like, make it make sense. Yes.
Okay. Another question. How do you? These are for the young ladies out here that want to do what you do, like content create. Not even just what you do, but just content create in general. Like they want to be a YouTuber, they want to, be real big on TikTok and Instagram. How do you build your How did you build your confidence? What made you so confident to go out there and do what you do?
I think what made me confident personally for what I do, but I'm also gonna say like just for anything in general, just knowing like it's not about me. Like I knew God was telling me like my Instagram was very much just about myself and my TikTok.
Yeah.
But
I'm finna promote, don't mind me, keep talking.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I feel like it was very much about myself, and I could feel God was calling me like, you know what your purpose is, you know what I've told you to start doing. And so I was like, I don't care who feels some type of way or unfollows or whatever the case may be. I need to do what God is telling me to do and not care about what other people think. And that's what made me confident, is knowing like, I don't care if nobody else is clapping. I know God is pleased with what I'm doing. But just in general, with being confident with pursuing content creation, even if you're not a speaker, like if you're doing some other type of business, whatever the case may be, just know like, I feel like some people are afraid or less confident with doing it because they feel like, oh, it's already so many people who do this thing. It's already a billion lash takes. It's already a billion YouTubers.
You've been hitting the freaking nails.
I'm corny.
Funny, bro.
But yeah, like there's always space for more. Like God is not selfish with the talents he gives out and the gifts and the desires of your heart.
Right.
If you feel like you're supposed to do something, I don't care if it's a billion other people doing it. Nobody's doing it like you.
Exactly.
Point blank. Like there's a billion content creators, but I'm like, nobody's me.
It's a billion.
Nobody's doing it like me.
Exactly. Nobody's you. You
Yes.
different. That's why I be telling people like, but so many people are already doing this, and I don't know. I'm behind. Man, you behind because you haven't started yet.
Exactly. The hardest part is getting started.
There you go. Start, build your platform, and start from there. How you feel about numbers? Like, you look at numbers, like your views or anything. Like, say you got a billion. I mean, you got a video just hit 100,000 views, but your next video just did 100. Do you look at stuff like that?
I do. I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, I don't look at the numbers at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes I do allow it to make me wonder, like, what's wrong with this video?
Yeah,
what's wrong with this?
Yeah, why ain't like this video?
Yeah, but I try not to let that get to me. I used to like delete them if it didn't do well.
I've caught myself doing that. Definitely YouTube. Yeah, but then it just depends on the video.
Yeah.
I used to be so not stubborn. I used to be like, oh, don't look at the numbers. I'm just doing it because somebody out there watching. I think I need to change that perspective. I want more people to watch, so I need to provide better content. I want to do better content. I want to have better people on Talk to Luckey. I want to have people on here that actually got something to say. Not knocking any other guests that I done had on here. There's some people I had on here.
I mean, that's a part of the learning process.
Yeah, it is. And I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better with allowing certain people on. And my homegirl just told me the other day, like, Cameron, I don't think you like saying no to people.
Oh.
It depends on who really asking though. Like if it's one of my homegirls or homeboys that I'm real close with and they want to be on here, I mean, I do have a problem saying no to them because we close. I want to share this with you, but you ain't really got shit to say for real though. Yeah, I keep cussing. I be feeling bad because she don't curse.
It's okay.
How you do that?
Oh,
that's bad. Okay, that's bad. Like, how do you not curse? But it goes off in front of my parents. So I don't know how.
See?
It just goes off like that. Like it's crazy. But you said to Tom.
Yeah, it's a time because I used to have a mouth like a sailor. I used to have a potty mouth.
I'm like a funny cursor though.
You are funny.
Yeah.
But
I cuss to be funny. Like,
yeah, it's like you're just doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But definitely something I had to pray about was for God to bless my tongue and the words of my mouth. And I also just kind of realized for me, not to knock any other woman who cusses, but for me, as I'm diving deeper into femininity, I'm like, it's not really ladylike to just be cussing like crazy. Yeah. And also, I don't like the way it presents. And I'm like, how can I be cussing while also preaching in a way? Like, that doesn't... It's a verse in the Bible. I can't think of exactly what it was, but it talks about how how good fruit and bad fruit can't come from the same branch, and something with the river, two streams, one can't be muddy and one can't be clean coming out of the same river. You know, so I kind of think about that when it comes to my words. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I may have my moments where if I'm angry or something, a little word might slip out or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just try to be mindful. It just takes time and the dedication to doing it. But yeah, it was not easy at first. It was something else I was going to say with it too that was so important. It'll come back to me. Dang it.
No, that happens. That happens.
Yeah.
And everything. How you? These questions may sound like you really just asking like, but like,
no, like
when I was younger, like when I was younger, when I used to stay in Texas, I used to read the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
I just stop. You know, I just stop. How you find yourself to just be into the Bible? Like I have a Bible. I just don't
open it.
So, like I got a lot of books in there.
And don't open it.
Like and then it's like I be making excuses for myself. Like, oh, I gotta do this. I got school. I feel like once I'm out of school, I feel like I'm really just sit down and read what I want to read. I don't know though. Like, how do you get so content with just doing that?
With reading the Bible.
Yeah. The fact that you could just bring up a scripture like that. Like,
I mean, I can think of what verse it was.
Yeah. Like, no, but I'm saying, but you can do that though.
Oh,
you know.
I guess I should give myself some grace.
Come on now, like. And when people do that, I'm like, damn, you remember that?
Yeah.
How you remember that? You remember that? Like, and it sounds crazy, but then again, I don't be caring what people be saying for real. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
With reading the Bible, and that's something else, like that's not something I'm perfect about. Sometimes that really is a big struggle for me. Like I might read a verse here and there or something, but I'll be feeling like, oh, I don't want to read a whole chapter. I don't want to read a whole book right now.
Yeah.
But something I had to realize is like I notice a difference within myself spiritually when I've read my Bible versus when I haven't, and it's very evident when I have not. It might not be to other people, but I know my attitude might not be in check. And I ain't got a bad attitude as a whole, but I can tell like I'm more irritated, I'm more anxious, I feel less close to God. So I feel like I try to think of it like this, like if you want to be close to God, the Bible is like the way of getting to know him. So of course you're going to feel far from him if you're not feasting and meditating on his word. And it's something you need to do daily. My bad.
No, I'll keep interrupting you.
No, you're fine.
You have anything else?
But
I like listening.
It talks about it in Matthew. I was reading Matthew this morning, and then once again I can't think of exactly what verse, but it was Jesus when he was getting tested in the wilderness by the enemy, and he ends up quoting something from Deuteronomy. He says like man can't live off of bread alone. It takes meditating on God's word. It takes the bread of life. It takes God. So I just see that as a way of remembering, like if I'm just trying to only open my word every now and then or not taking that time to really read it, I'm gonna be spiritually starving and I'm not gonna feel as close to God and I'm not gonna feel good just as a person overall. Like, yeah, I can go without reading my Bible.
Yeah.
But it's not fruitful.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Do you fast?
Mm-hmm.
How often do you? Go ahead.
What's the
I said, do you fast?
Yes, I do fast, but I don't do it in a typical way. You know, most people think it has to just be food. And that's really hard for me due to some like medical stuff. I can't really do food like that.
Yeah.
But I try to be like, okay, you can fast from anything that you feel takes away your attention from God. It doesn't just have to be, oh, I'm starving. You can sit here and starve yourself. Well, let me not say starving. You can sit here and not eat.
Yeah.
But then still be doing the same things and sinning in the same ways and not be getting closer to God.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, since I can't really do it with food, I will do, okay, let's go without TV. I can tell every time I come home, instead of spending time with God, I'm watching TV, I'm binge watching something on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's something that's distracting my walk. So I'm gonna go 3 days, no TV whatsoever. Or let's say something I've been back and forth with that I struggle with is secular music. And like I said, I wasn't raised on it. So once I got older, I was like, shoot, I love this.
What is secular?
Like rap, hip hop, stuff with cussing in it, anything that's not like Christian music. And so
you fast from that?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I listen to a lot of rap.
Mm-hmm.
Some days I don't want to listen to it.
See?
I go into R&B. I love R&B.
Something softer. Yeah. And I will say, when it came to like secular, I was never just really into R&B like that.
Really?
I was into like straight murder music.
Give me an artist. I want to know because you finna shock me.
I used to be crazy about Dolph, for example. Like obsessed
Dolph.
with him. Yeah, when he died November of 2021.
Oh,
Yeah, was it 2022? It was 21, I believe. Toe up from the floor up. I had a photo shoot that day and literally had to redo my makeup. You would have thought I knew him personally. I always wanted to go to a Dolph concert, never got to.
One artist I think that would probably make me let's go artist. That probably make me cry if he died is Drake.
Really?
Kendrick Lamar. J. Cole. 50 Cent. You laughed when I said 50 Cent.
Not saying I want something to happen to him, but it was just
Kanye. Even though it's Kanye. I do. I'll probably shed a tear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll cry over Chance the Rapper to this day.
I'm a little 50-50 with him. I like his music. But he's not a bad artist.
I'm obsessed with Chance the Rapper.
Dang. What else you fast from?
Oh yeah, I was talking about the music.
Yeah.
So let's say, like, I usually do good music anyway. I listen to a lot of Christian music, worship, and a lot of country.
Do you like it though?
I do. I really do. It took me a while with some Christian rap, the newer Christian rap, but like that's all my dad would have me listening to growing up was Christian rap. Now my mom, she wasn't rocking with it. She felt like it was like devilish to have Christian rap. So, but yeah, so it wasn't really hard for me to get into the old stuff, but the newer stuff, I'm like, But there's a lot of good artists.
No, but do you have to force yourself to like it?
I wouldn't say force. I just kind of had to realize, like, people say Christian rap is corny, right? But I'm like, how's it not corny talking about the same old sex, drugs, party lifestyle? Like, that's what's corny. Like, how's that? And you talk about popping Zans and have these rappers who's saying all that ain't even doing it themselves. But they got their listeners coming out here and doing it for them. Like Future Hendrix, I have something against him. I do. Because he sits here and promotes all that to the highest degree. They all do, but particularly him. And he don't even do it. None of that. And I'm not saying I wish he did. But I have a problem with that.
You selling it. He ain't getting all his own supply.
I have a problem with that. That bothers me so bad.
I like Future. I understand. I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's like how they put crack and liquor into our community. They don't even do it themselves, but they they just dropped it in our community. And they don't even do it themselves. Damaging us. You feel me? So Future damaging us. Future damaging us.
Yeah, he is.
A lot of rappers damaging us.
Giving poison to the same communities that they made it out of. And they be like, oh, like Rick Ross. I'm
glad I got her on here. Let's
get into it.
We getting into it for sure.
Yes. Rick Ross and Meek Mill tried to come at a Christian rapper. He goes by D1, I believe. Coming at him for calling them out about, oh, y'all sitting here trying to promote X, Y, and Z, but look at what type of poisonous lyrics y'all are putting into people's minds and hearts. Because the eyes are the windows to the souls. But you're all supposed to guard your heart, because even the things you're listening to, anything you're paying the price of your attention to is going to affect you spiritually. So if all you listening to all day long is murder, 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 or let's talk about these artists particularly, you sitting here spitting about murder, 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 but like Rick Ross gonna say, oh, but on Thanksgiving, I gave out turkeys to my community. I'm feeding my community. But you're feeding them poison too. Keep your turkeys if you're gonna do that. I have no respect for you. Point blank, period. You're poisonous. That's toxic, and that is so. You used to be a freaking officer. He used to be a parole officer, correct? I hope he sees this one day. He used to be an officer, y'all. I'm more than pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I like correction.
He was a correction officer.
But now you on the other end of the system and creating more people to be on that end of the system. Y'all will do anything for a check, because people think selling your soul is just, oh, Illuminati. It's anything you're willing to do by working for the enemy, or let's not even go that spiritually deep. Anything you're willing to do to poison people for a check. Point blank. That's what selling your soul is. It doesn't have to be that deep.
Yeah.
Point blank. Ooh, I could go into that. I was supposed to be talking about fasting from music, but ooh.
The music. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got another question. How can we knock? I'm not going back. This is not a debate. I just want to know, how can we knock those rappers though? Like, we ain't really telling them to go do. We ain't telling nobody to go do it. You feel me? It really ain't their fault. You know what I'm saying? It's. I don't like the way you looking at me.
No,
it's not their fault though. Like, they gotta feed their family. Mm-hmm. This is what they want to rap about. This is what they want to talk about. They didn't rap. They rapping it. Let's say. Let me see what rapper. Like 50 Cent. He done went through some stuff. Mm-hmm. So he rapped about what he went through, and he letting the world know. So we can't really get upset that he letting the world know his story, and somebody so influential. I mean, somebody, a big 50 Cent fan, go out there and do the same stuff he did. He ain't really telling them to go do it. He's just telling his story. So how can we be mad at them?
I feel like it's one thing to talk about things from your perspective of what happened, retrospect, whatever the case may be. It's one thing to do that.
But if you got something like Future.
Yeah, but if you're like Future, like 21 Savage, that's just a whole nother story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not, I'm just telling my story. I'm telling what I came from. No, you're telling things that you're not doing. Talking about knocking dudes' heads off, doing all X, Y, and Z. When you know you're clearly not. You're a law-abiding citizen, and you're a rapper. If anything, you're an actor, because some of these people be out here. Yeah, a lot of these rappers are actors, point blank, period. But yeah, like at the end of the day, you can tell, just like a Christian telling their testimony, you can tell what you used to do, tell what you came from, without sitting here promoting those things currently. Is what I feel like.
Okay, so what rapper you do like give claps to? Like, okay, yeah, I like what they doing. Like, they ain't really influenced J. Cole. You fuck with J. Cole?
I listen to him here and there, but not like that. But like I said, I'm obsessed with Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
But I know everybody's like, oh, he corny. I love my
I can't really say anything about his music. It's just like here and there type stuff. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's had some misses, mostly hits. But you know, like The Big Day, a lot of people don't like that album. Yeah. It wasn't acid rap, you know. It wasn't 10 Day, but it also wasn't Coloring Book. But just, I like the fact that he doesn't pretend to be something he's not and doesn't promote poison. I'm not saying everything he promotes is right. Yeah. But he's not one of these rappers out here talking about drugs and murdering and all that type of stuff. Another rapper, it has to be secular rappers. Oh, let me put y'all on to some Christian rappers. I really like, hold on, can I go on my phone? Hey, I don't want to miss nobody. Come on now. Hold on, give me 1 second. You can edit this little part out.
Do whatever you need to do. I'm glad you're on here, bro. My bad, I caught you right, bro. Right,
no, you're fine. I'm glad you got me on here.
Yeah, you done said some stuff.
Oh, I gotta shout out my boy, Definitely D. He is a Christian rapper, and he is, I promise y'all, even if you're not listening to his lyrics, you're gonna like his sound.
Where you from?
He is from Florida,
okay,
but he's in London right now at the moment, I believe. Okay. But that's my friend, that's my homeboy. Get on to him. Wandy, she now goes by Anike. She's done some songs with Maverick City Music. She's a friend of mine. Check her out too. Love her music. Trying to do the ones who I actually know personally first. DKG Kai. Love him. Shout out to my boy.
I seen 24s. I thought that was a T.I.
Oh, there was a T.I. song?
Yeah. I'm thinking, oh, yeah. Okay, Victory Lap.
That's that old Canton Jones.
Victory Lap. I'm thinking Nipsey Hussle. Okay.
Holby. A lot of y'all probably heard of him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have him link my Christian Gym playlist for some bangers. Just to try them out, see if you like them. If you don't, cool. But you're going to like at least one of them. But Tory Deshawn, great Christian rapper. And these are people, like, I know a lot of people, like I said, think Christian rap is corny. But these artists, y'all, it's people, Rich Dan Famous, he's my boy.
I never had an opinion on Christian rap because I never tried to listen to it.
I think you should try it.
Send me one song.
Okay, I will.
One song, okay? Don't send me all 10 songs. I wouldn't
even listen to them if somebody sent me 10 in a row. But yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, these artists, they have a good sound. They use good tracks. They don't rap in like ABC form. Like, if you wasn't listening to the lyrics, you'd probably think, oh, this is secular music. And then you like, oh, pause.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, one last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had it.
It left your head too?
Oh my God.
It'll come back.
You got something you want to ask me?
Yes. How long have you been doing this, and what made you start? What got you here?
Oh, that's an easy question. I started doing this in 2019.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I started doing it. I'll never forget. I was a freshman, my second semester of college. Everybody back home was asking, "Hey, bro, can you do my?" It was around prom. They was like, "Hey, can you do my photo shoot? Can you do my photo shoot?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't got no camera." Because back in high school, I was doing photography as well, but I was using a school camera. So I ain't got no camera. But I took that as a sign, like, bro, all y'all asking me to do y'all pictures, I ain't got no camera. Let me get a camera.
Yeah.
So I worked at Walmart and I worked at Sonic that whole summer, barely getting any sleep. Bought this the camera right now.
Oh,
this
really?
the camera. Yeah, I've had this camera since 2019.
Wow.
Yeah. Bought the camera, started doing photos. But I'm like, bro, that camera was like, I would say 1800, I think. Yeah,
oh, goodness.
So I said, bro, if I got this high camera, I'm not just gonna do pictures, I'm gonna do videos.
Right.
Started doing skits with my homeboys. That went well.
Really?
Everybody was tuning in. Kept tuning in. Some of us had a fallout. Stopped doing skits. Started doing public interviews. Going downtown, asking questions. Having a couple swap phones. Yeah, that got a lot of people in trouble. Numbers was going up. Then I got monetized. Started doing more videos. Started doing pranks on the girl I used to mess with. Started doing a lot of more videos. Then after my relationship, I started drinking a lot more. I started drinking a lot more, and I started talking to women, a lot more women. Some of them was just cool. Some of them, you know what I'm saying, more than cool or whatever, if you know what I mean. Now I invited one of my homegirls over. So I said, let's just do a video. Let's do a mukbang. We drinking and eating. We did that mukbang. I said, I like this. It was a vibe. We drinking and we eating. So I said, you know what? Let me start a podcast. Started this podcast and been rolling ever since.
Love that.
Yeah.
So what do you feel is your biggest influence now to be doing this? What's your driving force, that driving factor?
I don't want to work for nobody the rest of my life.
Love that.
I want to make. I love this to death. I love this. I love doing this. This right here, I love it all. I don't do it for money because I ain't making nothing off of it. But
it's your passion.
Yeah, I like to do it for the rest of my life for money.
Absolutely.
Yes, I don't want to work for nobody my whole life.
I feel that.
I don't like working for nobody. I wake up every day, not mad, not with chip on my shoulder, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I don't want to wake up when somebody tells me to wake up. I want to wake up when I want to wake up. I don't want to schedule. I don't have to clock in. I don't want to ask. I don't have to ask for vacation time. I can't just go when I want to go.
Absolutely, that freedom in life.
That freedom. There you go. Freedom. Do it because freedom.
That financial freedom and freedom of time. Those are two big things I want to. I respect that. Yeah. I think it's important to always know your why. So I'm glad you know your why. In fact.
And y'all asking, why did you ask her to be on here? Go to her Instagram page. It'll tell you all. It'll tell you everything. You're a great listener and a great conversator.
Thank you.
That word, conversator, converter,
conversationalist.
Yeah, there you go. I
think
tripping sometimes.
Might not be right.
It is what it is. But hey, that's it for today's video. This is probably the longest video since I done came back to you. I took a little 4-month period off to get my mind right, get everything right.
Good take.
And I've been keeping them 30-40 minutes. This bad boy probably like get 50.
Ooh.
Now I'm not cutting them. And what I do is I cut them up into pieces. Throw them out there, then post a whole video.
Cool.
It's a great video.
I'm excited.
But thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for coming. Do you handshakes?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
I know which way.
No, you good. Thank you for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe because it gets better, and better. You was great.
Thank you.
Great. Like I had a feeling.